5 of the top drone moves that you need to know to stop your drone footage looking like this. Let's get into it. So getting a drone is awesome. You see all these cinematic videos on YouTube, Instagram, and you want to recreate them, and you really can. It's not difficult to do, but so many go wrong, and it's simply due to poor stick control and poor gimbal control. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 of the top drone moves that you need to master, and you could use these moves again and again in any location you're in, and your footage is going to go from like basic to pro really quick. And I'll also show you exactly what settings you need to change on your controller, and certainly what not to do. And you can do these moves on any of the DJI drones. You will have to change a few settings depending on which drone you have, but I'll cover that at the end of the video. But generally, it's all about these stick movements and this gimbal wheel. So the first one is a classic, the orbit left. So this is using the default mode on the RC2 controller. So the left stick, this is going to control the altitude of the drone, basically up and down, and the right stick flying forwards, flying backwards, left and right. So orbit left, really simple to do. So all you need to do on the right hand side stick, you need to just push left. So the drone is going to fly left. And then on the left stick, you need to push that in the opposite direction and push that to the right. Now, crucially, you need to actually make sure that your thumbs are locked in position for the whole duration of this move. And they need to match as well. You don't want this stick to be all the way and this stick like a little bit. It needs to be consistent. If not, the drone will start doing like some weird circle moves. So have them locked inside and hold it for like 4 or 5 seconds. If you like nudge or your thumb moves a little bit, you need to start again because that'll be really obvious on the shot. Let's show you. So the pan in, this is fantastic. All you need to do is actually go to a landscape, to an area where you can find something interesting, what you actually want to pan this gimbal down and show. So it could be a tower, could be a building, could be over the sea, over some waves, anything really, anything that looks interesting, and it's so simple to do. So you want to keep your altitude consistent and the same height. Just push forward on that right stick. The drone's going to now fly forwards. And as you get close to that object, that scene, you actually just want to get your gimbal wheel and just slowly rotate that to the left-hand side. And that's going to pan the gimbal down. The tip here is do this again slow and consistent. Don't just yank it to the left-hand side and that gimbal's going to fly down really quick. It'll look terrible. It needs to look like this. Now the top down shot is a classic, really easy to do. You want to be pretty high here to actually get quite a bit of the landscape in. Your composition needs to be good as well. Let's just say 120 meters, 400 feet above that landscape. Now this works great over say rivers, it could be over buildings, it could be over the sea. And a good one from the sea is where you have half the sand on one side of it and you have the sea coming in, hitting the sand on the other. This is really good for like composition. It looks great. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You want to actually be composed, have that drone in position and just push left on that gimbal and it will point all the way down, and keep pointing it down until it's actually reached its end point. Now 2 ways you can do this. Firstly, you could just have that, hit record and then just push left or right, and now you're going to have a top down shot and the drone's just going to move to left or right hand side. But the classic is the static top down. So be in that exact same position, same height, hit record, and you don't have to move that drone at all. Now it works good this on not really windy days. You don't really want any movement of that drone at all, especially on the Mini 4 Pro. At that height, you can get blown around quite a bit. But if you've got quite a still day, this is going to look fantastic. Just hit record, hold that for like 4 or 5 seconds, and that's a really good clip that you've got that you can mix in with all these others. Let's show you. So reveal shots are crucial for any drone pilot, and you can do it in 2 ways. Again, I'm going to show you one of them, then you can practice both in your own time. So a reveal shot, let's just say you've got a mountain landscape in the distance. So you have your drone flying towards it. But what you want to do is you actually want to start off by lowering that gimbal slightly down. say around about that angle. So as you're flying towards this landscape here, you're just going to push right on that gimbal wheel now. Again, nice and consistent. And that gimbal's going to slowly pan up, revealing that scene. It's a really easy one to do. With practice, it looks great. How it can go wrong is if you just yank that wheel to the right hand side and the gimbal goes flying up, you miss the landscape, it looks awful. Nice and consistent. And you can also do this move the opposite way, it looks great. So you can have your gimbal pointing up, and then as you fly backwards, you're going to bring that gimbal down and reveal that scene. Two ways of doing this. Definitely need to practice this one. You can't have drone footage without any music. It's not going to visually look good at all. So to transform that, cinematic music looks really good. So I can just type in cinematic. I can use an example like this and just drag this onto my video clip here underneath it. And then I can get some sound effects. Let's try some ambient sounds, like let's have some wind noises, a bit of wave noises, just some ambience in the background. And then if we play that video now and actually show you again that shot with the ambient sounds, some music, let's listen to that. Let's show you that same clip again now, but with no music and no sound effects. It doesn't visually look as good, does it? You're not drawn into it. And then if you use really bad music, like the free stuff you can get on YouTube, you're just going to ruin your shots completely. So to fix all that, just use Artlist. I use it all the time. Unlimited music sound effects, just $9.99 a month. It's going to transform your footage 100%. And if you use my link, you're going to get an extra 2 months free added to your subscription. And finally, orbit right. So just like orbit left, we're now going to go the opposite direction. You don't want to get into a habit of just doing all your orbits to the same side, the same rotation. You need to mix it up. And most people, especially if you're right-handed, you'll find going to one direction is easier than the other. So try and mix it in and get really good at both. So orbit right, all we need to do on the right-hand side stick, you need to push that to the right-hand side. And on the left stick, you need to counter that and push that to the left hand side. Same as before, it needs to be the exact same amount on each side and it needs to be locked in place. Don't be moving it any micro jitters at all. If that happens, start it again. And once you've mastered these orbit shots, you can get a bit more creative as well by adding in, whilst you're doing this, a gimbal rotation. So this could be a pan down or a pan up whilst doing this orbit shot. I do this a lot, especially on landscape shots. I'll orbit around a building and I'll pan down showing it. And it just adds that little bit of dimension to the shot as well. Let's show you that one. Now you always get the question, well, if I'm going to do these orbits, I'm going to do this or this, then surely emergency stop's going to happen. The drone's going to come flying out the sky. I get it every time. And it's never happened to me in years and years and years of doing orbit shots. Never once has that emergency stop happened. So if you actually do this with your drone, the emergency stop is going to come on. So it's the exact same way of how you start the propellers in the first place. You can either go straight down or you can go into the opposite corners. That's the emergency stop. This is directly to the sides. That's an orbit. That's an orbit. It's nowhere near the same as this. So you don't need to worry. Now I do recommend practicing these 5 shots in cine mode. And once you've got comfortable with that, you can move it into normal mode. Don't be doing any of these shots in sports mode at all. And when you are in cine mode, the default settings, it's still too fast in relation to the gimbal modes. So if you go into your settings, and you go actually to gain in expo settings, go right to the very bottom of that during cine, and you want to actually slow that gimbal move down, and you actually want to increase the way it actually ends as well. This is the bottom menu. So a smooth gimbal motion, and to do that you just increase this bar here at the bottom, don't have that too low. So those are the settings that you need to change. On the Air 3S exactly the same, but each drone as it gets more powerful, DJI have seemed to have like increased this gain and expo setting. So Mini 4 Pro, you want to have that a little bit slower down, the Air 3S more, so slow that bars down even more, and you have like the Mavic, that's even more faster and erratic, so slow that down even more. Now if you do want to learn any more drone moves, don't forget I have my ultimate drone moves cheat sheet. So these go through all 25 drone moves that you need to master. You can keep these with you in your bag, your backpack, have these with you all the time when you go off flying, and then you can practice. So let's say today I want to actually practice a dolly shot. Maybe the next time I'll go out, I'll go and do a top-down reveal, I'll do the mini orbit, a subject follow. There's loads of different drone moves here that you can practice. It shows you all the different commands that you need to do on your controller, the gimbal motions, and it's from beginner to pro, and it shows you the hardness level of each one. So you can get these in a physical formats like this. It gets shipped out to you to your home address, or you can get them on an email as an ebook PDF version. Keep them with you on your phone or your iPad all the time. I also have my own ebooks for both of these drones, showing you all the different settings, go through things about how to make money with your drone. So if you want to check out any of these, it's all going to be linked at the top of the description. Now where a lot of beginners go wrong is they'll hit record, they'll put the drone either into normal or sports mode, and then they're going and just flying for really long periods of time. They're not cutting down any of these clips, so they'll go forward and they might move to the side, they might do a bit of a circle shot, they'll point this gimbal down to get a top down shot, they'll then point it up, and it just looks terrible, it looks really erratic. Just look at the difference of like a shot like that to something which looks so much better just by practicing these drone moves. So I really hope this helped you out. If you got any value out of this, all I ask is just hit that like button. It really does help me out. It's completely free for you to do, and subscribe if you're new around here. I've got loads of videos coming really soon. It's going to be a great year. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.